everybody, and welcome to the BMB Game of the Week. We've got our first coverage of the winter season. It's the girls basketball team of Mepham High School. The Pirates take on the Rebels of Great Neck South. I'm Matt Mano alongside Finnegan Corcoran-Doolin. Finn, we've got ourselves a great matchup today, don't you think?
Oh, I would think so. And, first conference A1 game for Mepham, and it's at their home, so they're going to want to go out there and get their first W of the season in their first game of the season.
In non-conference play, the Pirates started out 3-1. The Rebels are 2-5, 0-1 in conference play. Let's quickly take a look at our three keys of the game for both teams. So, Finn, let's talk to me about Mepham.
Well, for Mepham, it's to value the ball with their possession game, and that's going to be a huge part of today. And on the inside of the court, it's going to be to try and score for them, and obviously for them to make free throws today.
For Great Neck South, for me, I think the keys to the game for them, they got to rebound. Obviously, that's a huge part of the game, especially when some players are not exactly the strongest shooters at the high school level. So rebounding and second chance points are going to be huge today for both sides, not just South. Great Neck South loves playing defense, and they love playing full court press defense. And when that happens, we talked to Coach Cerise earlier yesterday. We talked to her before the game, and Coach Cerise said that full court press creates pressure on the opposing team. The bench goes crazy when they get a stop off the press, and also they got to value every possession. They got to take care of the ball. Careless mistakes cannot happen. As we see behind us, the starting lineups are being introduced behind us. So let's talk about these starting lineups. Let's talk about the girls. We'll first start on the home side with the Mepham Pirates. And Finn, before we went live, you talked to me a lot about Luciana Seta-Ducate. Talk to me about her.
Yeah, and first year in basketball for Mepham, and man, isn't she doing well? She has tons of rebounds. I think she averages almost 16 a game, which is insane. So we know on the soccer end she's been so good. You brought up that
4 goals and a half on one of our other BMB games of the week. And there you see the Pirates. You take a look at number 4, Ashley Felsberg, one of BMB's own, one of our top floor managers. But today, she's the Pirates' top point guard. Coming back from an ankle injury, Felsberg is looking to take a little bit of pressure off of freshman Michaela Davey, who typically plays power forward. It's her second year on varsity. Michaela typically Coach Mulvey plays her anywhere they want, but Michaela's been playing the point guard for the first 3 games of the year, and now she's going to be moved into her more natural power forward position. So it's going to be a little bit of a battle, 11-on-11, Ferranti on Dobby at that small forward position. Talk about Seta-Ducate a little bit. Riley Clark is going to be huge, and Elizabeth Lev, both those girls are going to be huge. Those second chance points, getting those big bodies. They're the biggest players on the court, the tallest players on the court. So they're going to need to get inside, get those second chance points, get those rebounds. And then we haven't said anything about her, and I feel like that's a little bit embarrassing. Haley Guerrero, we cannot say enough about her.
Yeah, top points for Mepham, and today she's going to be one of their key parts of the game. And I think Mepham without her, it's going to be it would be really tough, because she's one of the key leaders of the team, and she's one of those players that you need on a team. She's the player that scores points for you, and she has great ball skills. So today, I think she's looking obviously to be one great player in a tough game like this. Your first conference game of the season, it's going to be tough, but I think senior Haley Guerrero can do it. For sure.
I absolutely agree. So when you talk about the Mepham offense and how they're going to run, the offense is going to run through point guard Ashley Felsberg, as it did run through Michaela Davey in Felsberg's absence. Now, her first option is obviously going to be to Finn. Take a guess. Who's going to be their first option?
I'm not tough. Tell me.
Haley Guerrero would probably be the first option for the Pirates. And then you probably go to Michaela, or you go to Riley, or you go to Riley Clark. But the Mepham offense is very dynamic, and they love going inside. And at this point, we're about to get set for action down on the floor. We got Tom Mara, we got Sean McQuillan, down on the floor, ready to give you all of the action. And don't forget, we'll be down there calling a couple of quarters ourselves. So let's send it down to Tom and Q down on the floor.
Hello and welcome to the BMB Game of the Week featuring the Mepham Pirates and the Great Neck North Rebels. Tom Moore alongside Sean McQuillan, and we got ourselves a good one today. You know, I got the Great Neck South Rebels and the Mepham Pirates going up against each other. You know, both Great Neck South 2-3, Mepham 3-1. It's going to be a good one today, Sean.
Yeah, Tom, girls basketball for the Mepham Pirates in the past few years has been very successful with Coach Mulvey, one of the greatest coaches, some say, in Mepham history for any sport. And they're going to be taking on a tough, young, physical team in the Great Neck South Rebels. A lot of juniors and sophomores in this game. It's going to be a great battle.
So after Great Neck won the tip, here comes Mepham, and that one's intercepted. Nice job there by Ferrante, and here comes Great Neck South as Bleacher's taking it up top.
As you can see, Mepham's going to be running the 2-3 zone defense a lot in this game. Three very tall girls down low, and you got Kayla Guerrero, a shooting guard, right at the top, alongside Ashley Felsberg.
Elizabeth Lev's got it. Kicks out one out. Shot by Poon. No good. Senator Conte down there. Trying to fight for it.
And that jump ball,
Bleacher.
that's going to belong to the Pirates, but on that one, no one went there to box out, which led to a jump ball, but this one goes for the Pirates' way.
W inbounds to Felsberg. Felsberg's up top right now, guarded by Bleacher. Trying to get past one defender. Gets past two. Lace it. No good. Rebounded there.
Felsberg tried to draw contact, just couldn't. Great defense by the Rebels.
Batchus with the rebound, giving up now to Bleacher. Bleacher finds an open Lev.
Pass
Nice shot
inside.
there. Poon trying to go inside, unsuccessful. That one's kicked out. Lev's right there.
Felsberg trying to go for that
Bleacher with the
steal.
shot. It's good.
Felsberg tried to bite and go for the steal and was getting too aggressive, and that led to the open shooter right there.
Bleacher's got it. Felsberg gets past one defender. He's got Clark in the middle. Finds a cutting Guerrero. Blocked at the net. Nice job there by Batchus.
Yeah, Batchus proven to be a defensive force so far. Nice block and forcing a turnover.
Here comes Bleacher. Kicked out and a travel by Poon, and that's going to cost the Rebels a turnover.
Yeah, Poon, especially one of the leaders, Coach Cerise would say, for the Rebels, and especially being one of the top three shooters, she has to prove today that she's a dominant leader and a dominant player on the court.
Felsberg's going to kick it up top to Guerrero, to Sedicante, to a driving Clark. Lace it in. It's good. Mepham ties the game 2-2.
Beautiful play from the Pirates there. Clark found the open hole and went right in and got a nice layup.
Ferrante in trouble. Batchus got it. Back to Ferrante. She's going to look down low. She's got Lev. And that's going to be a travel on Great Neck South, and Mepham's going to get this one.
Very nice press break as well from the Rebels there. Mepham had no idea what they were doing on that press break. They got to focus on that.
Great Neck South tried for a little hurry up there, as that didn't work. So Guerrero's going to take it up top for Mepham, one of their key players. Felsberg kicks
Guerrero
it out
at the top.
to Dobby. Back to Guerrero. Finds Senator Conte down low. Trying to go. That one's off the backboard, and Ferrante's got it. Double dribble, and looks like this one's going to stay to Mepham.
Yeah,
After
Ferrante
with a double dribble.
Yeah, the senior Ferrante, the true leader of this team, Coach Michelle Cerise said.
Nice
having
pass
turnover
there.
there.
As Guerrero lays that one in for 2 points. Mepham takes the lead.
Yeah, the Pirates now in the press defense. Their press break so far not going great, but there it goes there.
Intercepted by Senator Conte to Guerrero. Guerrero lays it in.
The
Two
press
quick points back to back by Haley Guerrero.
After the Pirates fell the first time and allowed the Rebels to get a press break, now the Pirates come back and force a turnover and get a nice
A
bucket.
steal by Dobby. Back to Guerrero. She's trying to lay this one in. Won't go, and that's off Dobby, and that'll be going towards Great Neck.
That's two turnovers in a row from the Great Neck South Rebels right there. The Mepham Pirates press break defense is working excellent right now.
Absolutely. Two quick buckets and looking for a third as that one's tipped. As Guerrero runs straight into Ferrante.
Yeah, Guerrero took a shot there to the abdomen there. Playing physical defense.
So 5:02 left here in the first quarter, and Mepham leads 6-2. Poon. Off Guerrero is tight defense for Mepham here early.
Yeah, great defense by the Pirates. They have to realize that Rebels are going to try to just do quick press breaks, and as you can see there, they just got out of it quick.
Bleacher, as that one goes out of bounds. Batchus with a bad pass, and
they
that'll cost him a turnover.
once they get out of it, leads to another turnover. The Pirates have now forced 4 straight turnovers off a press break.
Absolutely. So Felsberg's going to bring it up for Mepham. She's at the top of the key. Off to Guerrero. Center to Conte. Driving Clark. Left hand. It's good.
Clark with 2 nice buckets so far with the lefty-handed layup for a righty-dominated player.
8-2. Another press by Mepham. Almost stolen by Felsberg. That one looks to be a foul.
Yeah, no foul there. They almost thought, I believe what you saw was almost Ashley Felsberg almost foul number 11 Ferrante, but I don't think there was any contact there.
Looks like no contact.
And maybe they could look for an outlet here.
And here comes that Mepham press.
And they do go to the
Ferrante
outlet.
to Bleicher. Bleicher back to Ferrante. As look to be 10 seconds.
Yeah, Coach Cerise now looking at that one. And another forced turnover from the Pirates by sophomore Ashley Felsberg, the starting point guard, who was coming off an ankle injury that sidelined her for all the regular season so far. And as Coach Mulvey describes her, a tough little bulldog, very tough, handles the ball well, and breaks the press, as you've seen so far in the early stages of this game.
This Dobby's off to Felsberg as the inbound goes to her, and that one's going to go to Guerrero. Guerrero's got it. Looking for Clark down low. As that's going to be a foul.
Yeah, foul on the
Down
floor
low
there.
on Lev.
Yeah, foul on the floor there. It's hard to stop Clark when she's down low. Tough
Absolutely.
and very physical.
Dobby kicks it to Felsberg. Felsberg trying to beat one defender. Gives it to Guerrero. Nice fake move there.
Guerrero with the floater.
The floater, no good. Lev gets the rebound.
Guerrero trying to draw
Bleicher.
contact too. You saw her on the floor after that shot, but the refs didn't call anything.
Bleicher's got it. Guarded by Felsberg. Trying to go to Lev. Nice defense there by Riley Clark.
Nice, yeah, really nice defense from the senior leader, Captain 32 Riley Clark. Having a great game so far, with only 4 minutes in the first quarter.
Absolutely showing one of the big key factors in the paint for them.
Yeah, and as we take a look at the Rebels and some of their better players, there's Noah Bleacher, who is one of the veteran players, as Coach Cerise has described. And as you've seen so far for the Rebels as well, she's been one of the very few bright spots.
She's got it, makes a move down low, trying to kick it out to Lev, and it's going to be a foul on Ashley Felsberg.
Yeah, Felsberg picks up her first of the game.
So this one's going to be down low, and here comes the inbound. Ferrante looking to pass to someone.
And the Pirates are ready. They lock that up.
She goes to Batcher, stolen away by Dobby. Dobby driving on the right side. The one defender to beat. Does so, lays it in.
Beautiful take from the freshman, Michaela Davey, who played the varsity last year in 8th grade, even during this whole COVID season.
Here
Great
goes
scouting
Bleicher.
by Coach Mulvey.
Bleicher to Poon, the floater. It's good. 10-4 Mepham.
It's a nice take by the Rebels, and the Pirates are responding quick.
Absolutely, Sean. As here comes a aggressively,
Yeah.
here comes an aggressive Felsberg, but that's a turnover on a travel. So Ferrante's going to inbound this one.
There's the next replay. As we take a look at this replay here on how the Rebels forced Michaela Davey turning that ball over, and with one girl to beat, got a nice layup off
Stolen
that.
away by Guerrero. She's got room. Lays this one in.
Yeah, the Pirates are doing great right now on this defense.
Defensively, the Pirates have been excellent.
Yeah, we might see a
Stolen
coach.
away. As that one steps out of bounds. It's going to
Yeah.
stay Rebels' ball as Dobby tips that one out. Defensively, Coach Mulvey's been pressing Great Neck, in a very tough and aggressive way.
Yeah, I would expect him to be see a timeout soon from Coach Cerise, especially as an 18-year coach in the basketball program at Great Neck South, only her second on varsity. I would feel like she's going to call a timeout early in this game.
Here comes Poon. Guarded by Cedric Conte. Clark picks her up. That's fouled at the net.
Yeah, Clark put her arms just a little too over, leaned over way too much, and yeah, that's a clear foul.
She's going to go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Natalie Poon also a great scorer and great shooter, so free throws for her might be a piece of cake.
First one's good.
Yeah, the natural shooting ability of Poon is going to help the Rebels a lot in this game.
Second one's good, and 2 for 2 from the line for Poon. So it's a 12-6 game now. Mepham still leads as Felsberg is taking this one up the court. She goes over to Guerrero. Guerrero driving on the right side. Has a blocking foul on the floor. No shot, so that's going to be Poon where the foul is going to go against, and Mepham's going to take this one. So Felsberg up top. Looking to make a move. Goes to Guerrero. Guerrero goes back to Felsberg. Felsberg over to Davey. To Clark. Guarded by 2 defenders. Shot. No good. As that one goes out of bounds, it's going to be Rebels ball.
That's one of those shots, you know, that's just not the smartest shot at time.
It's a dangerous shot.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous shot. 2 girls on you. Just not the smartest play.
As she steps out of bounds, good defense by Michaela Davey, forcing a turnover, and
Michaela Davey
quickly Mepham gets the ball back.
Michaela Davey proving to be one of the best players so far in the starting 5. And Mepham coming out the gates hot.
Davey goes to Felsberg.
And yeah, they're going to be smart. They're going to just let Felsberg take it up.
Off to Guerrero. Guerrero's got it. Back to Felsberg. Felsberg goes over to Davey in the corner. To Guerrero. Couple defenders step up. Davey's got it back. Batches with a nice steal. Stolen away by Davey. As that one's tipped out, and it's going to be Great Neck off Davey. So Great Neck's ball off Michaela Davey.
Yeah, Michaela Davey getting very feisty, you can see, with the hands. Playing very physical defense, as you can see on this replay right here. Rebels playing physical defense, and so are the Pirates.
Poon's got it. Couple defenders to beat. Nice move by Poon. She's going to go down low to Batches.
Nice defense by
Clark. Senator Conte and Guerrero all alone on the drive. She's got it. 14-6 now, Mepham.
Yeah, Mepham's starting to run away with the offensive game on the score, and their press defense is proven to be great right now.
Poon. No
Great
foul called
take
there.
by Clark.
No foul called there by the charging foul. As Riley Clark, that's what she was looking for. As she goes up, and she's going to be fouled.
Clark with
That's
2
Ferrante.
terrific defensive plays. Check this replay out right here. Or no replay.
As we're going to have a quick inbound, and that's off Haley Guerrero.
Yeah, but either way, the Pirates and Riley Clark are playing great defense down low. I see here, the Rebels, they're going to show it again.
Throw it into Poon.
Clark had the steal. Guerrero led to a wide-open layup.
As that's a double dribble. Yeah, Mepham's going to take this one.
Yeah, the Pirates so far on the offensive and defensive game, I think, are inside the Rebels' heads right now. And the Rebels just got to figure it out with their zone defense right here.
Davey over to Felsberg. Set it to Conte. Over to Guerrero. Stopped away by Batch. Just going to stay Mepham.
It's a nice defense by the Rebels. And on a lot of inbound plays like this, you're going to see them just pass it to half court to Felsberg so they can set up their whole offense.
Felsberg over to Senator Conte. Clark's right there. Driving. Goes up.
Clark.
She's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Clark almost comes out with it, but so far playing a terrific game. And like we said earlier, she is one of the lead captains on this team. And you can just tell in practice, just great shooter, great defender, and is, as Coach Mulvey describes, currently developing the foul line jumper. We're going to see how it shows here and prove it to the test.
Here comes 2 shots for the senior. And the first one's good.
So far, it's proved to be successful. 1 for 1 on the free throw line so far for Clark. As you can see here, Clark driving and armed clearly inside on Clark. And she's going to draw that foul.
Second one, no good. Batches with the rebound. Nice job boxing out there. So here comes Bleicher up the court for the Great Neck South Rebels. So they're looking to answer and make some noise here late in the first quarter. Bleicher, that one's out of bounds. Off the Rebels, so it'll be Mepham ball, and just like that.
Carrie Hatcliffe, the senior, is going to sub in for Riley Clark and give Clark a bit of a breather here.
Here comes Kayla Webber.
Yeah, Webber, who just subbed in as well.
Off to Guerrero with the shot. As she's going to be fouled. She's going to go to the line for 2.
Yeah, what the Pirates have to start doing is they'll look towards the corners. Sedicate has been proven to be open almost every time, and so has Michaela Davey. So the guards have to have way better court vision and just look towards those both corners. You can get an open 3 easily.
And there goes the first one for Guerrero. Is good.
And the Rebels
second one's no good. Here comes Ferrante. He's got Poon. Poon looking to make a move. Dalby guarding her.
Nice defense from Dalby.
And that one's airballed.
Yeah, Dalby, hand right in the face. That's just not a smart shot by the Rebels at all, especially when they're trying to generate some offensive game with less than a minute left in the first quarter. That's just not a smart shot.
Absolutely. Here comes Webber bringing it up as Mepham still lead 16-6, a 10-point lead for them. Center to Conte. Over to Webber. Webber stolen away by Bleicher. Bleicher gives this one to Raphael. Stolen away by Guerrero. Guerrero goes up. No good, and she's going to be fouled.
Guerrero draws the foul, but also had Kayla Webber wide open with her on that run. Right on her left side, but Guerrero's get taken. She, as a great free throw shooter as she is, she did have an open pass, but we'll see how her free throw shooting shows off here.
Absolutely. So there's 24 seconds now left here in first quarter. So the first shot here from Guerrero. That's no good. That one, first shot's no good.
Yeah, first shot no good, but Guerrero's going to hope to make it up here and make it a 11-point lead if possible. And she does.
The second one's good.
Now
so
the
17-6, 2 for 4 from Guerrero now.
The sophomore Grace Glynn's going to sub in here for Haley Guerrero. Give Guerrero a break until the second quarter, most likely.
Here comes Ferrante, stolen away. Recovered by Bleicher. 15 seconds now. Back out to Poon.
It's great defense from the Pirates right now.
Home. Batches. No good. Holmes got it. Bleicher. No good at the buzzer beater.
Yeah, they get a shot off, but just doesn't connect. And coming out of that first quarter, the Pirates will lead 17-6. Great on the offensive game, great on the defensive game. Got to the press very quick. And Tom, me and you will be on the show later for this halftime show, and
Absolutely.
we're going to give the.
For now, we're going to pass it over to Matt Mano and Finnegan Cork and Doolin. We'll see you all at halftime.
Hello, everybody, and thanks, Tom. Thank you, Sean. Welcome back to the BMB Game of the Week, where the Mepham Pirates lead the Great Neck South Rebels 17-6. Finn, we were down here watching the entire first quarter. What have you seen so far?
It's been a really good quarter from Mepham on the offensive side, and what we were talking about in the pregame show is exactly what Haley Guerrero is doing right now and being the most dominant force of Mepham. But Great Neck South, they have to try and get into this game a little bit more. The points that they have scored are definitely deserved. You can say that, but they're drawing a lot of fouls, Matt, and that's going to be a problem with what we thought was a really good Great Neck defensive side.
And that great defensive side is really it's given up 17 and a quarter in only an 8-minute quarter. We talked about and we haven't really talked about her in the pregame show, but Carrie Raphael, one of the most aggressive defenders on the team, and we talked to Coach Therese before the game. When she comes out, the entire defense changes, and it really hasn't changed. Now she's got the ball. Here's Raphael. Gets it to Lev. Lev in the post. Lev passes it out, and a travel is called on Lev, so they'll give the ball back to Mepham. as Davey gets it in to Webber. So Webber's running the point in the absence of Felsberg, who's taking a little bit of a breather. Gets it on the outside to Grace Glenn. Falls on the ground. Instead of Ducate's got it. Gets it over to Davey in open space. Davey on a triple team. Can't get the shot to go. Glenn can't get it to go either. Now Backus on the rebound. Victoria Ferranti.
They're going to toss to you at the end of the quarter.
Ferranti on the top with Glenn working on her. Here's Blitzer. Puts up a shot, no good. Gets her own rebound. Blitzer dumps it off to Lev. And Lev can't get it to go again. And so here's Seta Ducate using her great rebounding skills, just boxing everybody out. So here's Kayla Webber. Loses the handle a little bit, gets it back. Gets it on the outside to Hatcliffe. Loses it. And Ferranti can't get the layup to go. So those open shots haven't been falling for the Rebels, and that's proved to be the difference. Dobby switches hands and gets fouled by Noah Blitzer.
We could see in that play there, Kerry Hatcliffe has to be a little bit more cautious when she's dribbling the ball there. And we talked about Great Neck's defense, and there you go right there. But Michaela Davey, man, is she good. She just drawed a foul there, and it's a great play from her.
And the originally called a shooting foul was actually a reach-in. So Davey will actually take the inbound instead of 2 shots. Here's Hatcliffe. Gets it into Felsberg, who just entered the game. Felsberg taking out a triple team, dumps it off to Seta Ducate. Here's Glenn. Sets and shoots, no good. Davey with the rebound, falls out to Felsberg. Felsberg gets it to Glenn. Glenn on the wing, and it gets stolen. Jump by Ferranti. Ferranti with Felsberg, and Felsberg cuts her off, but not before fouling Ferranti.
Amanda, the first time was so nice, she had to do it twice. And, you know, the thing is, last time we saw it, Ferranti stole the ball from Hatcliffe, didn't get the play to go right. There she does it, and she's drawn a foul for herself as Felsberg gets one of her first fouls of the game.
And as we hit a timeout, we saw a substitution. Chloe Lynn came in for Carrie Raphael, and that's probably an indication that Great Neck South is going to go more aggressive on the offensive side, sacrificing offense. But let's talk about already Haley Guerrero.
Yeah, Guerrero has 10 points, no rebounds and assists. But on the point side of things, she's already in double digits, and we're not even near the end of the second quarter. So we can just say, man, Guerrero's doing well, and she did not even just play then. So I think she's going to come on now and be a very big threat as she was substituted for Grace Glenn in the first, just at the end of the last 40. But Guerrero proves herself once again as one of the great point players in this team. And no, she is not coming back on yet.
Guerrero's gonna stay on the bench, but the former All-County player is showing why she earned that title. It's Lynn, gets it and dumps it off to Blitzer. Blitzer working up the screen by Backus. Now Backus gets in. The layup is off the mark. Backus gets her own rebound. Now working on the point is Ferranti. Lynn across the wing to Blitzer. The ball moving. Now Backus gets the screen. Seta Ducate switches onto her. And a travel is called. Now we see Guerrero, the only player in double digits. She's got over half those Mepham points. And Glenn comes out in favor of Guerrero. So now here's Felsberg. Felsberg working on Noah Blitzer. Makes a nice move. Gets it over to Guerrero. Waits. Drives. Gets it inside Seta Ducate. Taking on a triple team. Can't get it. It's saved by Ferranti. Nice play by her. Showing the effort. One of the leaders of the Great Neck South Rebels. So here's Victoria Ferranti. Ferranti loses it. And Davey, from her knees, Noah Blitzer is able to come up with the ball and get it out to Ferranti. What a great play. I guess you're just in the right place at the right time. Blitzer gets over. Now on the wing is Lev. And a travel is called once again on Nairi Backus.
Man out, they do have to watch out for the traveling and almost a shot clock violation as well. So they have to be cautious on, the rules side of things here.
Yeah, holiday vacation may be coming up, but it's not the time to be traveling right about now as Dobby drives, gets up a shot, can't get it to go, but she does get fouled. We have 2 subs. Riley Clark's coming back in And Irene Backus gets subbed out for Kelly Hom. But let's talk about Michaela Davey, BMB's own Michaela Davey, who's just on our freshman takeover.
Yeah, and she was forced in the point guard position while Felsberg was injured. But man, has she been really good. She's a tall player and she's a freshman, and she's really good for Mepham up to yet, as she's going for her second free throw here.
The second free throw is up, and perfect swish from the freshman. As already full court press, double team by Guerrero and Felsberg, and Davey steals it, and the layup is good. What incredible defense by the Pirates turns into an easy layup by Davey. Now Great Neck trying to get something to go on their own, but a great feed by Hom, and Lev is unable to convert. Caitlin Smith got to check in to the game.
Man, the Pirates are in dreamland right now, 21-6, and not a single point conceded in this quarter up to yet against Great Neck.
It's impressive. Granted, only 3 minutes have elapsed, but the South bench is still involved very heavily. You can hear those defense chants. Let's see if it works as Clark, working on the inside, gets it to Guerrero. Wide open three, bang! Haley Guerrero, the all-county player showing out today. Lynn loses it, and Guerrero, once again, perfect layup. And Guerrero's got 5 points in about 30 seconds.
And that's 15, Mano, and 4 minutes left in the second, and wow, isn't she good?
Fletcher gets it to Lynn, and here's Ferranti now with Kelly Hom, and the ball movement for Great Neck as Guerrero is here on the offensive side. How about on the defensive side? Pokes the pass out.
Yeah, and she keeps getting those steals, and it's really helping her, and that's 15 points now, Mano, so how good is she on both sides of the court, and you can just see it right now.
Absolutely. Here's Kelly Hom. Mep moving to a little bit more of a zone as Smith guarded the ball. Now Seta Ducate almost cut it, but Davey cut her off. Saved, and we have a shot clock violation. So,
Mano, I think Great Neck South have to get things together here.
And fast.
It's another rule breaker there, and again, this is the first shot clock violation that they've had of the game, so they really have to be smarter on that side of things.
Notice that Great Neck South's pretty much beating themselves. Here's Guerrero, another shot off the back of the rim, rebounded by Ferranti. Ferranti gets it to Kelly Hom. Hom loses the handle, gets it back, and Spoon up, and is no good. We have a foul on Riley Clark, and she is understandably confused by that call. We've already 2 subs. We see Carrie Hatflick coming in, and also Victoria Caminiti, BMB's own. But let's talk about Michaela Davey.
Yeah, and 6 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist, and one of Bellmore's broadcasting own. And man, oh man, is she good for a freshman. And, we talked about it, but she has this tall side to her game, and she's a freshman, and it's insane. She can play almost every position you think on the court. She's so good defensively, offensively. She's good everywhere, right?
And what you missed was a foul on Lev, leading to free throws by Carrie Hatcliffe, and a couple of subs, as you see Markella Mutafis now checking into the game for the Pirates. So Carrie Hatcliffe will take her first of 2. And that one bounces off the rim. So 26-6, and Mepham's got about their second unit in, and that second shot is in. Guerrero came off the line, got the shot way off, and add insult to injury, she's getting subbed out for Webber. So here's Fletcher. Fletcher gets into Hom. It's stolen by Caitlin Smith. The D1 lacrosse player is able to get the layup to go. The D3 lacrosse player, excuse me.
And Smith also plays soccer. She almost plays every sport. And oh, my God, almost gets another steal there.
Speaking of soccer, that one went off her foot.
Yeah. Of course, when I say it, right?
Perfect timing, Finn, as we'll see Ferranti with the inbound with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Don't forget, when we go to halftime, we'll send it back up to Tom and Sean in the studio with our halftime report. But we still got 2.5 minutes to play in the second half as Kelly Hom passes it to Natalie Poon on the top. And rebound bouncing all about. Mutafis gets the rebound, and now here's Webber. Webber might look to take a shot. No. Smith dribbles around Poon, and Webber puts up a shot off the mark. Caminiti tried to get the rebound and then tried to make a steal, but Backus is able to play keep it away from Vicky Cams.
Let's have a closer look at this replay, and it's Caitlin Smith with the steal and her first points of the game, and there you go. That's the 2 from the D3 lacrosse player. Great job from her.
So here's Smith with the ball, guarded by Poon. Great Neck South is very energetic despite not having a point scored this entire quarter. Here's Webber at the logo. Webber makes a move, dumps it off down to Hatcliffe. Gets it off to Caminiti, and she gets blocked. Victoria on Victoria as Ferranti gets Caminiti. Here's Kelly Hong. Excuse me, that's Blitzer. Now it's Hom. Outside to Blitzer on the wing. Shot clock at 16. Hom waiting to find a gap in the zone. They find it with Poon, and shot is airballed. Here's Smith. Going quick up the court, got a mismatch, and she traveled.
One of the first of Mepham's fouls of tonight, but, things to learn of, and that's just one of Tiet. That's Great Neck South have a few, you would say, man.
Yeah, it's Great Neck South. Really, at this point, you can't really blame these self-inflicted errors. Although they've played a key role early in the game, at this point, their shots just aren't dropping, and Mepham's playing great defensively. But at some point, you got to get the ball to go through the rim. And Great Neck is not doing that as another turnover. Poon threw that one away.
Man, this one looks like it's going to be a shutout in this quarter, as Great Neck are not going to score maybe a single point in the next 50 seconds.
That might be impressive, but I think you might have just tried to confirm something or try to call something. I really hope the commentator's curse doesn't strike you, Finn. As here's Caminiti directing traffic, gets it inside to Mutafis and shoots. And they call the travel. And the entirety of Mepham looks confused, and honest, I didn't see much there to be called. What do you think, Finn?
Yeah, I don't think it was too much. A little tap on the hand. There's not a lot there. It has to be really conflicted there to get a foul.
Yeah, there was really no need to call a travel. Here's Hom, throws up a shot, and oh, it went in, and the foul.
Maybe the commentator's curse did happen.
It is real.
Kelly Hom is trying to go for 3 here, Mano.
And one from Kelly Hom. Incredible shot. Incredible shot. Just a circus shot. And Hom is able to get the free throw. So the possession after we talked about a possible second quarter shutout. Kelly Hom says, "Don't mind if I do," and scores the first 3 of the Rebel second quarter points. Possibly only 3 as Smith gets fouled by Natalie Poon. She's getting a little bit of foul trouble. She's got 2 already.
Yeah, and I don't think she could believe that there, but there you go.
As we approach halftime, don't forget that we'll be seeing an interview from Ryan Marr. We'll also be going up to the studio for a halftime report as Caitlin Smith gets that one to go. 29-9 Pirates lead. And at this point, looks like this could be very well the last possession of the half as the shot clock goes off. Here's Poon. Pumps it off. An open 3 for Ferranti. Almost. Mutafis with 5 seconds. Caminiti gets it up to Webber. Webber loses it, and it goes out of bounds. Should have been about a second left on the clock.
You've seen stranger things, Mano. Who knows? Full court shot here?
We have seen about Stranger Things, but 6.6. They're gonna call it off. Nobody started the clock. Clock never started. The clock never stopped, as the referee explains to us. Or the clock never started, excuse me. So now, clock's gonna start. Shot doesn't go off. Not really as if it would have mattered. But Finn, what do you think went well for Mepham so far?
I think, honestly, Mepham's defensive side of things were so good, and offensively they were really good too. But let's switch it over to Ryan Marr here.
Ryan's down.
Hello, I'm Ryan Marr here at BMB's coverage of the girls' basketball game. How are you tonight, Coach Mulvey?
Doing well. We're up 20 points at the half.
Did you go into this game preparing anyway?
Absolutely. We prepare all the time. Great Neck's a good team. We're playing really good defense and shutting them down. What I'm impressed by is that we held them to 9 points in the half.
That's good. Do you have anything to say to your girls?
We're just going to say keep up what we're doing right now. Really, really proud of sharing the ball. We have a bunch of different scorers, so we'll just keep up the defense and you win this game going away.
Thank you so much for being with us tonight.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Back to the studio.
Okay. Hello, welcome back to our halftime show. Thank you, Mano and Finnegan Corcoran Doolin. I'm Sean McCullen alongside my co-host Tom Morrow. And so far, as you can see on your screen, the score is 29-9. The Mepham Pirates currently holding a 20-point lead. And their three keys to the game have definitely held up for the Pirates. But for the Rebels at Great Neck South, not so much.
Yeah, Sean, it's just been all Mepham defense so far. They've been able to maintain that Great Neck South offense and, just control what they have and just push through. And, they've been able to dominate. And that's, you see the score 29-9.
Yeah, in the first play of the game when the Rebels just started to inbound it, you saw once they inbounded it, they got right out of their press break. But then after that, 5 straight turnovers led to 5 straight buckets for the Pirates and fouls and free throws from players like Haley Guerrero and Riley Clark, who have proven to be very good inside the paint and on the high post as well.
Yeah, Sean, you mentioned the key players from Mepham, Haley Guerrero, Riley Clark, and they've just been able to dominate the paint, and that's where, Clark lives. And, Haley's been able to go on the right side, left side of the key and, been able to drive and, they find themselves in boom, just like that,
Yeah, and especially as the Rebels are known for very physical interior defense, with such an opposing opponent like Riley Clark, it's very hard. At one point, they had 3 girls guarding her down low, drew a foul, and Clark made both her free throws. So this is going to be tough for the Rebels if they want to have a chance of coming back in this one. Rebounding for them has been a little bit of an issue with the box outs and defense and taking care of the ball. They have to get that definitely changed up.
John, let's talk about a little what's hitting reality right now, and that's what's going on in the world. We see, COVID-19's taking a big toll again. We experienced it 2 years ago, and now, it's hitting, high school sports again. And, this Great Neck South team, is out 4 players because COVID-19. It's either they have it or they're quarantined, and that's a big thing. You lose 4 players, and, 1 or 2 of them might be big in this situation, whether, they're starters or whether they're depth, and that's big because, some player might need a rest and then that bench player comes in and, they're not there. And that's 4 players that, you're down.
Yeah, of course. And at a time like this, especially in December when COVID cases have been rising, and schools such as East Rockaway and Uniondale, all over Nassau County and the whole island, as a matter of fact, have been shutting down due to COVID-19 and going to remote learning and canceling all athletics. And in the NFL world, in the pro football world, you saw they postponed 3 games this week to later this next week on Wednesdays when they're supposed to be played on Sundays and Mondays because players are getting COVID and they're not having enough players. And sadly, this might start happening again, like you said, from that date we all remember, March 13th, when our world was shut down. When I was a freshman, you were a sophomore, and now it's kind of scary that we have all these cases coming back.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, one of the big things, too. It's everything like that. We're going to go ahead and take some look at our replays of the first half. This one's a steal by Michaela Davey, and she's been excellent all game long as she drove and laid that one right in. A freshman for this Mepham team, stepping up, taking a starting role, a freshman year on this varsity team. That's big.
Yeah, one of our fellow BMBers actually in this game, along with Ashley Felsberg and Lily Yepes on the sideline. And you can just see right here, as we were talking about earlier, when their press break offense has just not been working. As you can see, they're not even over half court yet. And that's an easy steal for Guerrero. Stop, layup.
Michaela Davey,
2 points.
They've been excellent on that defensive side, stealing the ball. And, another one there by Kaylin Smith is, everybody on this team. They've been, that, like you said, that Coach Mulvey press defense has been excellent for them.
Yeah, and I can see it in practice, too, whenever I glance by in their gym.
Yeah.
Coach Mulvey, if they make one mistake on defense, they're running. They're not stopping. So
they're a heavily, defense team.
Yeah, heavily a huge defensive team, one of the best defensive teams in their conference, as it's proven to be. They're in Conference A1, and their record's 3-1, and that's an excellent record for such a high conference team. They're at the top. They're at the top of the league. They're on top.
When we go back years, they've had excellent years in the past and everything like that.
Yeah, definitely. And as you look at the Rebels so far this year, also in Conference A1, have a 2-3 record, or 0-1, with their last loss coming to Jericho by a 10-point differential, 41-31, and that handed them their first conference loss of the year. And Coach Michelle Cerise, this is only her second year on the varsity program, and with what we thought COVID was calming down, but now it really isn't.
Yeah,
she has a lot to handle.
Absolutely, and that's something that I mentioned earlier. She's got a lot on her plate right now. She's down 20 at half. She's came into this game knowing that 4 players aren't going to be with her today because of whole COVID situation and everything like that. And last minute she's got a plan and she's got to change what our game plan going into this game.
Yeah, it's very scary in that sense as well. And Coach Mulvey, who's been with the Pirates for over a decade, I believe now, 10 years now, has been what some say one of the greatest Pirates coaches in any sport.
Yeah.
His role as the lead varsity girls basketball coach has been great over the past few years. He's produced college talent, and this year he has no college girls who want to play basketball, but he just has a full team filled with college athletes, from people like, let's look, we have athletes such as Carrie Hackliff, Luciana Sedicate, Haley Guerrero, Alana Morse, who is injured right now, Riley Clark. There's a bunch of female athletes who are looking forward to playing in college or have already committed, and there's no special basketball college commits on this team.
Yeah, and that's just, like every high school kid would imagine their high school would go. Let's play 2 or 3 sports in high school. Let's play, for girls, let's play softball, basketball, and, soccer or something. That's, how that would go. And I just said that in the backwards order, like Sprig, but I just realized that. But, for guys, it's let's play, football, basketball, and then let's go play baseball. Something like that. And that's like a 3-sport athlete. You can play 2 sports, you play 1, but there's no special, like you mentioned, there's no special kid on this team that's committed for basketball. It's either all these other sports that they're so good in the general that it just makes them good at basketball too.
Yeah,
because whether they're like I was saying, I'm sorry to cut you off, but whether they're saying like they're committed for softball, they're committed for soccer, they're still their second sport. They're still very good at.
Yeah, and as you're about to see on our replay, like we were just talking about with like college commits and such, actually I don't think we can have a replay. I think they're going to come back from half, and I think the Mepham Pirates are going to try to expand their lead while the Rebels try to come back, while the Pirates are currently up by 20 points. And Tom, before we go, what are some takeaways you have for the second half for both teams?
Well, the Great Neck South Rebels, they gotta play defense. That's the big thing.
They gotta?
I mean, if they want to win this game.
They gotta.
They're down 20 at half, that, and they got to get past that Mepham defense. Coach Mulvey is pounding that Great Neck South off. if that offense could somehow get past, Haley Guerrero and Michaela Davey, those two that they're putting pressure on all game long, then they're going to be set. But until then, it's that Mem defense versus that Great Neck South offense. And, we've seen it in the first half. They've scored 9 points in two quarters, and we see what the results are. But for Mepham, they just got to keep plowing through that Great Neck South defense and stuff like that. How about you, Sean?
Yeah, same takes. And we're going to throw it back down to our sportscasters down there for the second half. Mepham currently leading 29, Rebels trailing by 20 with a score of 9. Let's see if the Rebels can come back or if Mepham can expand their lead.
Thanks, Sean. Thanks, Tom. We're going to go right down to Ryan Maurer, who's got Coach Charisse with an interview.
With BMB's coverage of the girls' basketball game. I'm here with Coach Charisse. How are you tonight?
Good. How are you? Thanks.
I'm very good. Thank you. Do you have any strategies going into the second half?
I think we need to take care of the ball a lot more. We're turning the ball over a lot and playing a little scared out there, and just play hard with intensity.
What did you think? What were your thoughts about the first half? What do you think you could have done better?
It wasn't our team. We normally rebound. We normally take care of the ball. It wasn't our team.
Thank you. I hope you do better in the second half. I'm Ryan Marr. Let's send it back to the sportscasters.
Thanks, Ryan. It's been a little bit of a rough first half for the Rebels. You can tell it's 29-9 at this point in time. And they've still got 16 more minutes to play, so if the Pirates can score just about 20 and 16, then why can't the Rebels? Is already a first shot. It's no good. Seta Ducati tries to get the rebound, and she cannot. It's going to be a jump ball. Or it'll be out on the Rebels. So, Dobby will presumably inbound into the stack. It splits in Guerrero. Already with about 15 points, gets the ball. So here's Clark, and the jump ball goes to the Rebels as a result of the possession arrow.
Clark just unfortunate there, as you just saw, Mano, and somehow I think she just lost the momentum, and she lost the ball to the Rebels there of Noah Blitcher.
So here's Blitcher again. Working on Felsberg, playing great defense. Gets around the screen well. Gets it to Hom. Working on Clark and a double team, and a foul called on Felsberg. So Felsberg getting a little bit of foul trouble early on. That's their third early on in the second half. It'll be a common foul, no shooting foul. So Ferranti will inbound to Blitcher. Open shot, she takes it and almost makes it just off the mark. Here's Poon, gets it off to Blitcher. Blitcher gets to Hom. And another travel, so early on, Great Neck South seems to be beating themselves again.
Yeah, and if you thought last half was bad, maybe this one's going to be worse. Unfortunately, they just cannot stop drawing fouls. Fouling players on Mepham.
It's self-induced errors, as said Ducati. Looks for the open man. She's got Dobby. Here's Felsberg now. It's not to gets it to Guerrero. Now here's Felsberg inside to Clark. Shot clock now inside 10. Clark drives and gets blocked. Great block by Nairi Backus, the all-county track runner. So this is not her first sport, but she's showing out today, being one of the lone bright spots.
Mano, and only a minute in, and I honestly do think Great Neck South is playing a little bit better, at least offensively.
And Clark and Hom collapse as the foul is called on, we think, the defender. Yes, it's a defensive foul. It'll go off Hom, so Clark goes to the line for 2.
And great drawing foul from Clark. But there she misses.
It was a great drive, great ball fake from Clark. Able to move around 3 defenders. And as a result, she gets 2 free throws, and here's her second. And it drops, so Mepham gets to 30 on a Riley Clark free throw. Here's Fletcher. And it's swatted away by Guerrero. It'll stay with the Rebels. Here's Ferranti. We'll take the inbound.
Great Neck South there had just another offensive play, and now they've drawn their foul. They can try and reset here in their offensive play with 6 minutes and 30 to go.
Here's Poon. Drives on Dobby. Poon gets swatted, but they called a foul on Dobby. Looks like Dobby got a little bit of the arm and the ball. So that's Dobby's first foul of the day, but she's having a great game nonetheless.
Yeah, and she is, but, Dobby there, you could even see on her face. She knew that she drew that one. Clearly a little bit of a mistake, but there you go.
First shot by Poon is up and good, so no shutout in the third for the Pirates as we almost had a second quarter shutout from the Mepham Pirates until Finn just had to say something about it. And the commentator's coach struck him as the very next possession. Great Neck would score its first and only 3 points of the second quarter.
Great Neck are finally in the double digits, man.
So here's Dobby. Gets shot on the 3-point line. Takes the shot, no good. So here is Bacchus. She gets it to Ferranti. Run the offense. Ferranti makes spin move. Guerrero reaching. No foul called. Here's Hom now out to Blitzer. Blitzer driving on Felsberg. It's double teamed by Clark. And the circus shot can't go off the side of the backboard. Clark gets it to Felsberg. Felsberg directing traffic. Makes a nice cut. It's quadruple teamed. And a travel on Felsberg.
Felsberg, we know that she dribbles a lot, but, she does note when, there is a traveling play. So there, she's a little confused. It almost never happens.
That pass almost came right to the commentators, right to the scores table. Almost nailed me in the face, but I am okay.
Amanda, you would have caught that, right?
Let's talk about Natalie Poon.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Natalie Poon's having a great game, running the Great Neck offense, although little results shown as not a lot of Rebels are getting their shots to go as Felsberg, it's the Dobby on the wing, drives into a double team. Seta Ducate. Another travel on Seta Ducate. So these self-induced wounds by the Pirates.
And, with Seta Ducate, let's have a, look at Natalie Poon here for the Great Neck South Rebels. And she's by the coach of Great Neck, she's one of our top 3-point shooters and top scorers overall. And Natalie tonight is really good here tonight for Great Neck, as maybe things aren't so good at the minute, but she has been definitely one of the pros.
We talked to Coach Reese before the game, and in a situation where Great Neck needs 3 points to tie or possibly win, Poon's the one who's going to get the ball in that situation. She's their best 3-point shooter. Here's Blitzer. Gets it to Ferranti. And it's swatted away by Seta Ducate and covered by Hom.
We got a note, man. Seta Ducate is newer to these rules. First year in high school basketball, so everything's a little bit new to her.
That one looked out of bounds on Seta Ducate. She kind of just rolled onto the line. As there she jumps that pass, gets on this time, using that speed, drives, and it's fouled. So Seta Ducate will go to the line and shoot two. And now Natalie Poon is in a great deal of foul trouble. One more and she'll be disqualified for the rest of the game.
They're not sending it down. They're sending it down.
So Ducate hits the first.
Let's have a look at this replay here, and great steal from Seta Ducate, and then she draws the foul as she tries to go for a layup. Kayla Webber after it.
And what she missed was she hits her second free throw of the two. And it's Guerrero trying to jump that one. Here's Poon now. Takes a three. Off the mark. Second chance points, no good. Now here's Guerrero on a possible fast break. Slows the tempo. Trying to get it to Felsberg. Felsberg Goes back to Guerrero, and 2. Looks to be just having a little bit of catch as Felsberg now drives, gets it out to Davey. Fakes. And another travel on Michaela Davey, so...
Let's have a look at Mepham's keys to the game again, and it's to
how
value every possession. Mano, tell us the second one.
They have, and they've done a really good job at converting inside. Shots really haven't been going, but at the very least, they're drawing fouls. And the third key, although the graphics off the screen, was hitting their free throws, and they have been doing that. Their free throw percentage looks to be, if it holds, will be the best of their season so far. As Nairi Backus drives strongly to the basket and can't get it to go. Felsberg gets tied up, and she'll get called for a travel. It's been a lot of travels. Might see more called for a traveling violation so far this quarter than we've seen points total this entire quarter.
Especially for Mepham, and too many travels, you have to say, Mano. There's a certain point.
And a great basket there by Noah Blitzer. It'll be that and the foul.
And it's Riley Clark again who fouls another Great Neck player, and I think that's 3, so she has to be a lot careful throughout the game. Let's look at Noah Blitzer quick, and she's been really good tonight for Great Neck. She's one of our most veteran players, playing all 4 years on varsity. She's our starting point guard and leads in assists. That's what the coach of Great Neck said, and tonight she's really earning it.
Haley Guerrero just took a hit and gets the shot to go. Took a huge hit from it looked to be Kelly Hom and was still able to get the shot to go. Stayed in the room for about 3 seconds, and now she's going to take 2 shots. Or excuse me, 1. So let's take a look at that one. Felsberg dumps it off to Guerrero. Takes a huge hit from Backus, who delivered the blow, and Guerrero, unafraid, gets the shot to go.
And on a 3-point play there, Mano. Great.
Play. And now Guerrero's got a one-on-one look again. Dumps it off to Felsberg, and Felsberg can't get the layup to go. Davey pokes it out.
Michaela Davey was very cautious about that steal there, as you saw.
Didn't want to get a reach-in foul call. So that one might have been the more obvious traveling calls we've seen.
It's Haley Guerrero first does it there. And Riley Clark, the senior, 6 points tonight, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist for the captain. She's been definitely a key to the game up to yet for Mepham, especially just movement everywhere inside the paint.
And Clark's been doing really well despite being in intense foul trouble and playing in the center position, playing center. Going to draw a lot of fouls. Got to be really cognizant of the fact that you're going to be.
Mano, note you always have to have an aggressive player on your team, and Riley Clark is certainly that.
That is very true. Here's Poon, gets it up to Hom, and her shot goes off the rim. Set it to Ducate with the rebound. Here's Felsberg now. Felsberg, she's got numbers. It's a nice crossover and can't get the shot to go. Blitzer comes up with the rebound. So rebound work. The rebound from Blitzer, and that possession clearly wasn't valued, as that one's basically a giveaway to the Pirates.
And another bad pass from Great Neck South, and it just keeps happening. One almost hit us, so you really have to be more accurate on the passes, Mano, and that's going to be something key in the fourth quarter.
Oh, great pass by Davey, and Guerrero is able to finish. So 2 minutes remain. In the third quarter, like the rest of the game, has been all Mepham. As that pass is dropped by Ferranti. Ferranti going around the screen. And pass goes off the leg instead of Ducate. Another one goes off the leg instead of Ducate. She throws it way down the court. Guerrero beats Poon to it and gets it to go.
Not the most accurate pass, Mano, but I'll tell you something, it did get there. And Haley Guerrero, when she's on the ball, it's going to be some points on your board.
That was incredible awareness by Guerrero to slow up and wait for the ball to come to her. Poon did not do that. And Felsberg, it's another foul, so now she's looking to be in a little bit of foul trouble. And they're going to sub out Felsberg and Clark, those two Pirates who are in foul trouble. Up by 26, the Pirates have no need to risk any injuries or any girls fouling out. So
replay is a pass.
So we set it to Ducate. Gets it to Guerrero with a minute 27 seconds left in the third. Guerrero makes a nice move on Blitcher. Dumps it out. No look. Dime to set it to Ducate, and Dobby can't get the shot to go. So now here's Ferranti. Drives. Swatted by Seta Ducate. What a block. Guerrero loses the handle, gets it back. Gets it to Seta Ducate. Puts up a three, no good. So we've dropped under a minute and a third. Ferranti gets it to Bacchus. Ferranti gets the shot to go. A nice mid-range jumper. And Pirates take a timeout.
Let's have a quick look at this replay. And again, with the whole passing, it doesn't have to be accurate, but again, it goes to Haley Guerrero, and that's who Mepham wanted to probably all the time, Matt. And tonight, she's just been unreal. And, you know, we were expecting this, but maybe not exactly this, as she's once again dominating on the point side.
That was incredible. And again, we got to talk about, look at that. You saw Guerrero was almost at top speed, and then as soon as the ball bounced right in front of her, she pulled up, had the awareness to slow down, catch to be right where the ball lands, dropped it right into her hands, and probably not a very happy huddle over there on the Great Neck side, as they're down 24. They're down 24 at this point.
Yeah, Great Neck have to get things back together here.
And fast.
They totally lost this game, you can really see. But there's always a comeback, who knows. But in that second quarter, that was, you know, not a great sight. But this has been a little bit better if you look at a score sheet.
Yeah, so Smith gets it to Dobby. Goes to Webber. Three-pointer is short. Saved or not saved. It's not saved by Carrie Hatcliffe, so Seta Ducate is going to have a great game. Let's talk about her.
Yeah, and Seta Ducate, right, an athlete. That's what we say. First year in basketball, and I'll tell you something, she's been amazing tonight. She's had 2 for 2 on free throws, and she's been really good on rebounds and assists. So there you go, man up.
So missed a three-point from Great Neck. Their first converted three-point shot of the game as Smith tries her own. It's short, and that will be the end of the third quarter. Pirates still dominating 39-18 as forfeiting Corkandula, and I'm Matt Manna.
And let's look at this last replay here, and it is unreal from Noah Blitcher.
Stop.
Nice three. There you go. You got to love it. And there you go. Great half from Mepham once again.
For the fourth quarter, we're going to turn it over to Tom Morrow and Sean McQuillan, who will have the fourth.
You got to get out of the seat, man. Hello, everybody, and welcome back here. It's Tom Morrow, Sean McQuillan, and saw us first quarter, saw us halftime, and we're going to be getting you here live in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Tom. Just coming into this fourth quarter, Mepham defensively and offensively has started to really take away. But at the end, the Rebels had a nice three and gave them momentum. And then Mepham did airball that three-point attempt at the end. It could have been a buzzer beater. But, yeah, if the Rebels want to have any form of coming back at all, 7 3-pointers or a whole lot of scoring and amazing defense. So we're gonna see what happens here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Sean, it's all up in the air here. Like you said, we're gonna see what happens here in the fourth, as Mepham bring out their 5 and Great Neck South has their 5. Darby's gonna inbound it from Mepham as they're gonna start with this one in the fourth. As that's Kayla Webber back there for Mepham.
Yeah, it looks like Kayla Webber is going to get past half court.
Webber gives us one to Smith. As that one, she's fouled right there.
Graphic is 25 blue.
So it's going to be on the floor as Dobby's going to inbound this one for Mepham.
Yeah, Mepham's looking to do one of their inbound plays here.
Here goes Webber. She
Yeah.
gives this one to Hackliff.
They're going to call a carry. It might have just been some miscommunication there, but yeah, now it's going to be Rebels ball.
Here comes Poom for the Rebels. As that one's over to Dioshan as Ham's there. Ferrante. Back over to Dioshan. Ham. Back over Ferrante. Ferrante drives. As Hackliff's there in the paint.
Nice shot by the
Senator
Mepham.
Conte as that's off to Dobby. Dobby looking down court. Overthrown for Smith.
Now, in those situations, as a basketball player myself, if you get a little taller, it could work. But unfortunately, that situation passed just a little too high. Would have been great, but either way, turnover, and now it's Rebels ball.
Yes, sir, Sean. You said it. Here's Poom. As that's down low, is Raphael was looking to drive, and that's going to go towards Mepham.
It's great defense by number 33, junior Michaela Mutafas, and 21, senior Kerry Hackliff. Great defense by both center and power forward down low.
Good inbound is to Webber, as Webber's looking to come up court, gets past one defender, one more to beat. Step shoots. The shot, no good. And that looks like it's going to be over the back on Glenn.
Yeah, over the back there, wants the rebound a little too much, was a little too aggressive there, and once again, Rebels ball. Rebels having a lot of possessions right now.
Here's Poom bringing it up now. Hands this one off to Ferrante. Ferrante, Dioshan with the shot. Off the rim, no good, as that one stepped out of bounds. It's going to go towards Mepham.
Yeah, that's a deep two-pointer. It's a step within the three-point line. Just, again, not a smart offensive shot, you know. You're down by 21, and you really need to start scoring now, especially with under 7 minutes. So they got to get smart shots right now.
Going towards Mepham, the shot, no good. Rebounded by Hackliff. Out to Webber. Webber, right in the sideline. Webber. That's over. Glenn's got it. Smith. Looking down low. No good.
Yeah, the Rebels, another foul there, and Kerry Hackliff's going to take some free throws here. Pretty good shooter from the free throw line, Coach Mulvey has described.
Shot no good.
As you can take a look at your screen so far, the top performer so far for the Great Neck South Rebels has been number 25, Noah Bleacher, the senior, one of their veteran players. 7 points so far on the night, and has been one of their key players in this game, even though it has started to become a blowout. But, hey, the Rebels are going to try to keep scoring here, and we'll see what happens.
Poom with an outside shot, no good, and Ferrante's got the rebound. Double dribble by Ferrante. It's going to cost him a turnover. Mepham's going to take this one. As turnovers has been the key to success all night for Mepham. Smith over to Webber. Taking this one, guarded by Poom. The top of the key looks at Hackliff. Hackliff's got it. Hackliff over to Smith. As Rebels are going to take this one now. Ferrante, Shanlin with the shot. It's good. Nice shot there by Shreya Dioshan. Webber over to Hackliff. That's going to be an offensive foul. That's going to be, it's going to be an offensive foul. And Great Neck's going to take this one.
Yeah, and now looking towards our BMB YouTube channel, Hannah Broxmeyer and Amanda Ali were this week's hosts on their very own midweek update. Finn Corcoran-Dillon had this week's sports. Morgan Hafty was featured while she was being herself a replay of the Mask PSA. Helly Hepworth explains how student athletes cope with stress through their sports. Only on BMB, midweek update, every Wednesday.
Thank you, Sean. And that's right, every Wednesday, check out midweek update here at Mepham. What's going on here throughout the school and the community.
Yeah, and Tom, your show that you actually filmed today, Sports Talk, will air soon on our BMB YouTube channel.
Absolutely, Sports Talk every month. You know, a monthly show talking about sports, you know, professional-wise, high school-wise, and everything like that. You know, it's going to be airing sometime next week, as that was just shot today. So you can check that out, featuring Sprig Gardner and boys and girls basketball, what's going on there, and everything along those lines.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see that.
Absolutely, and you got a special edition coming for January, a little surprise.
Ooh.
Can't spoil it.
I love surprises.
You gotta
Come on,
tune
you can't
in.
tell me a little bit?
Kind of tune in. I'll just say he's a professional player, Sean.
Ooh.
That's all I'm saying.
Makes it very interesting.
So Mepham looking to drive again. Here's Webber off to Smith, down low, driving to the rim. It's good. Mepham lays it in, 41-21. It's a little surprise, Sean. That's all I'm saying. It's a professional player. That's all I'm saying.
I like that hint. I'll start thinking of one of the 5 million professional athletes in the world.
Yeah, man. Here's Ferrante. Over to Dioshan. Back to Ferrante. Ferrante goes to Hom. Hom guarded tightly. Dioshan. Stolen away by Smith.
Nice steal by Caitlin.
Smith goes to Webber. Webber loses it. Back to Glenn. Glenn. Stolen away. Raphael's got it. The drive. 3 defenders. Puts it up. No good off the rim, and that's going to be out on Great Neck. It's going to be Mepham ball.
Yeah, and as you can see your replay right now, the Great Neck South offense has been quiet, but you did see that three-pointer from number 5, Shreya Diochand, who's only a 10th grader and has gotten a lot of playing time, and maybe, you know, just try to get some scoring up, try to get some numbers up on the stat sheet, because right now it does look like this is going to end up being a Mepham Pirates win if the Rebels don't start up something crazy in a way.
Here comes Mepham. Utafis looking to go somewhere. Right through Caminetti's hands. Koenig right there. That one is up, and she's fouled at the net.
Yeah, our very own BMB member, Victoria Caminetti, going to the line, referred to as Vicky Cams by her teammates and peers. And she's going to get 2 free throws here.
20-point game here, 41-21, Mepham leads. With 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, let's see if Victoria Caminetti can get on the stat sheet here in this one.
Here comes the first shot. And it's no good.
Yeah, hit that double rim there. Hit that double rim there, and as you can see in the replay of how Victoria Caminetti got fouled in the first place, had an aggressive fight for the ball, didn't call jump ball. And Caminetti misses both, unfortunately, but gets the ball back.
Rebound. Nice job there is Webber. Over to Koenig.
Koenig.
With a jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Dioshan. That's over to Ferrante. Ferrante driving to the left side. Nice move. Batches. The shot. No good. Nice job there. And that one goes out of bounds. Bleicher with the shot. That was unsuccessful. Mepham's going to get this one with about 3 minutes 39 seconds left here.
Yeah, Mepham maintaining that 20-point lead still, and we're in the fourth quarter now, and they had the 20-point lead last quarter, but just scoring more on the offensive end and drawing more fouls.
That one's hit out of bounds by Great Neck, and Mepham's going to maintain possession here.
Yeah, and also the thing we've seen in this fourth quarter has been the Rebels have been great on the defensive end, where Mepham has only scored, I believe, 1 bucket in this second half, and it was just a layup. So this has been pretty good for the Rebels, just for show, for future games possibly, for their coach.
Koenig got successful with the shot, Batches with the rebound, and that's over to Bleicher.
It's a nice pass.
Batches down low. She gets fouled at the net. She's going to go to the line for 2.
Yeah, it's a nice take there, and went up strong and got fouled, and that's been one of the keys for the Pirates as well with Riley Clark and Luciana Sedicate. You've seen that a lot. And as you can see, subbing in is junior Paige Jordan for senior Carrie Hackcliffe. Played very well today. Batches, an actual all-county track runner, and very fast up and down the court and great rebounder. As you can see, shooting free throws right now. Missed the first one. Yeah, Batches airballs that one, and Pirates going to get the ball down court.
Here comes Caminetti on the inbound. As Webber's there to take it. Webber's got it.
Pirates have numbers, so they got to get that press break there. And on your screen, as you can see, is senior Kayla Webber, who's been great so far in this
drives.
game.
Blocked at the net by Batches. Nice job there from Batches of Great Neck.
Yeah, Webber definitely drew contact there, but that didn't give it the
over
call.
to Poon. Poon with the shot, no good. Batches with a strong rebound, goes back up. In and out, no good. Ferrante with a rebound, no good. Mutafis is there. As Markella Mutafis. Strong rebound.
Yeah, Mutafis got a little aggressive there. You saw her trying to clear space with the elbows, but can't do that.
It's going to be off Great Neck south of Batches, and that one goes out of bounds. So here comes the Pirates with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left.
Yeah, Kayla Webber's going to take that ball off the court.
With a 20-point lead, 41-21. Webber. He's got Koenig, and that's a travel. Was unable to set her feet, and another turnover.
Yeah, caught on 1 foot. Hard to keep your balance there, and yeah, it's going to be a turnover for the Pirates.
Nice Ferrante with a nice little step there, and no good. Batches tries to go up, unsuccessful. That one's, Foss got it. And that's a travel by Mutafis.
Yeah,
So-
not so much almost of a travel. Looked like more like a jump ball could have been called, but they're going to call it travel, and
Batches gets fouled at the net, and Great Neck South's working down low right now. And
yeah, the Pirates have not been great on the offensive side scoring-wise. So defensively, they are standing out. Obviously, as you can see, the Rebels have only scored, I believe, 1 bucket until second half in this fourth quarter along with the Pirates. But yeah, offensively, both teams have definitely had their struggles throughout this fourth quarter.
Nairi Batches misses the first one, and still a 20-point lead for Mepham, as both teams are now in the bonus. The second shot is no good. Rebounded by Caminetti. That's going to be a jump ball. Oh, no, it's going to be a foul on Ferrante, not a jump ball. My corrections. As that's a press there by Ferrante on Webber. Over to Caminetti. Nice move by Caminetti. Gets past one defender.
Victoria clearing space.
As she's unable to get that pass off, as that's stolen away. Ferrante's got it. Moving up court. Step, shot. No good by Lynn. Ferrante's got it back. Caminetti's got it. Looking to move down court.
Nice pass from
Thomas.
Caminetti.
Koenig. As that's a travel.
Yeah, I might have forgot to dribble there a little bit, but hey, we all make mistakes, so Pirates, especially in the second half, have made a lot of offensive and defensive mistakes.
Poom gives this one to Ferrante, as that one's stolen away by Koenig. Stolen away by Batches. Drives to the net. No good. As this one's going to stay.
Yeah, they're going to bring in the sophomore Grace Glenn for junior Sarah Clinton. A great hustle out there.
Ferrante gives this one. That one's over to Deschamps, and that one for 3. It's good.
The bank is
Lynn.
open.
Chloe Lynn with the 3 for Great Neck South Rebels. 41-24 now here with a minute and 10 running.
Mutafis from deep.
Off the back and no good. A deep 3 from Mutafis.
Almost sank it in, too.
Shot there, no good. Boom. Saves it. Dioshan. Over to Lynn. Ferrante for 3. No good. Mutafis is fighting there. He's got it, drives. That's good.
And the Rebels, believe it or not, are scoring here, even though we are 40 seconds out until this game is over. The Rebels in this fourth quarter have shown a lot of offensive life.
Webber to Glenn. As this one is staying towards Mepham. Now 26 seconds left here.
Yeah, as you can see on your screen, the replay of the three-pointers being made by the Rebels. One of many from Chloe Lynn, in this fourth quarter.
That one. As Ronan has that one, and that's going to be going towards Great Neck South.
Yeah,
so
they could call.
26 seconds left.
Yeah, they called double dribble on that one, and with 26 seconds left, Rebels might go for another score, but once the Pirates get the ball back, I wouldn't expect anything more than just holding out the ball.
That one goes out of bounds after a bad pass, so Mepham's going to take this one back, and wouldn't be surprised if they just hold it here. Webber back to Caminetti, back to Webber. Looking to make a move. They're probably just going to pass this one around. No shot. As this one is right on the edge. Caminetti's got it, and that's going to be a foul on Ferrante.
Victoria Caminetti taking a nice foul, and the Mepham bench is loving it. And Victoria Caminetti's going to get one more opportunity at 2 free throws here. This Mepham bench is going to go crazy if Caminetti sinks one. They're right on the edge of their seats.
Yeah, Sean.
Goes in and out.
That's a travel, and Mepham has another shot. 7 seconds left.
Yeah, with 7 seconds left, I wouldn't expect much. I would expect the Pirates to most likely hold the ball out.
Yeah.
And just let this.
Just hold it and run the timeout.
Yep.
Oh.
Caminetti airballs, but the Pirates come out victorious with the win, 41-26. Great game for both teams, offensively and defensively, and
like you said it, Sean. Great game for Mepham. They needed this win. They advance and go, advance in Conference A1. They get their standing set. Great game for both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're gonna go to Ryan Marr, our silent reporter, with our player of the game, Haley Guerrero. Take it away, Ryan.
Get the 3-point shot.
Okay.
Just 3 easy questions.
Okay.
2 easy questions.
You're letting me.
Hello, I'm Ryan Marr with BMB's player of the game, Haley Guerrero. How are you tonight?
Good, how are you?
I'm very good. I understand that you are a D1 commit for softball at Stony Brook. Do you have one favorite sport over the other?
Definitely softball. It's just my go-to all the time, so.
That's great. And obviously, how do you feel with the overall performance of tonight's game? And how did you feel after you hit that 3-point shot?
Overall, I think we did really good. I'm just proud of my team. First game of the actual season, so I thought it was really good. And my adrenaline was going, so it was just a great feeling.
That's great. Thanks for being with us tonight, Haley. Congrats on a great win. I'll throw it back to the table so they can talk about this game.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan, and back into the broadcast booth now. Sean, what was the biggest, your big takeaway for the game today?
Biggest takeaway was great early defense for the Pirates. They broke their press very quick and got inside the Rebels' heads on the defensive end, had way too many turnovers on the Rebels' offensive side, and that just led to about 20 of the Pirates' points in this game.
Couldn't have said it better there, Sean. 41-26, your final score here at Mepham High School. For Matt Mano, for Finnegan Corkin Doolin, and Sean McQuillan, I've been Tom Morrow. We will see you all next time on the BMB Game of the Week.
Signing off.
Have a good one, everybody.
Happy holidays, by the way.